Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm a photographer here in Saskatoon. I'm 20 years old and I love to use photography to create and worship through that. I started doing photography when I was really little, when I would go to summer camp and my mom would give me a disposable camera to take pictures with at camp. I also remember so clearly dressing my sister up in clothes and just begging her to model for me. And I would take pictures and design the outfits and edit the pictures, and I just absolutely loved it. I always wanted to be doing that. I found out that I was really interested in photography and portrait photography and fashion photography. However, I thought that to be a Christian, it had to look a certain way, and I thought to be this radical Christian, I needed to be a missionary. I thought I should go to Africa and work in an orphanage. Like, I had a very boxed-in mindset of what Christianity looked like and what creativity and Christianity looked like. I went away after high school. I did a missionary program, and in the first kind of few months of that program, I learned a lot about how God places desires in our heart for a purpose, things that we might not understand, but if I'm denying those desires or denying those things that I saw in myself, then I'm disobeying God, and I don't want to be in a position where I'm disobeying God. I was learning a lot about how what I thought Christianity and creativity looked like was really shaped by culture around me and expectations that I had kind of created around me. And I think that as I was learning to know Jesus more, he brought a lot of freedom into me, and freedom into the creative process, and exploring that more, exploring different types of photography that I liked, and not just limiting it to, oh, this is what I think that I should be photographing because this is what we like to see in church, or what seems okay. And just learning that God uses us in specific ways when we listen to him. One opportunity that was just so beautiful and was really God showing me, hey, I want to use you in this area, was when I was in Africa. And of all things, we had connected with some models in Ethiopia who were involved in Ethiopia Fashion Week, which, yes, that actually does exist. And so I had coffee with one of these girls. I did a photo shoot with her and took some portraits of her. And I just started asking her questions about her life. And she started just opening up to me and sharing with me about some things that she was struggling with. And right there in the coffee shop, she just started crying, and I had the opportunity to pray for her. And this was really early on in me discovering that I want to use this creative photography as a means of connecting with people. And it was, I don't know, it was honestly just so amazing to be able to sit there and hear her heart and pray for her and connect with her in that way. And I'm really glad that photography opened the doors to spend time with this girl who I never normally would have interacted with. Something that I've been learning about while I'm shooting is that it's not something where I can necessarily expect to see the fruit. I don't want to walk into a photo shoot or a time where I'm taking someone's picture and expect to see all this awesome fruit and preach the gospel. I've been learning that it's more about planting seeds with the people that I have the opportunity to interact with. I'm really thankful that I've been able to use what I love to do, which is shoot and take pictures, and meet such a wide variety of people through it. God has opened doors for me to do shoots in New York and Europe and different places, and interacting with people that I would never normally meet. I think a way that we honor God and we worship God is through doing our best and seeing the abilities that he's given us or the passions that he's given us and learning how to grow in those and to be excellent in those. I think a lot of what God teaches or desires to teach us through the things He's given us comes from a process of pouring into that and discovering things. I remember I was in Germany a year ago, and we were learning how to shoot film and develop our own film. And it's such a process. It takes so long, and there's so many little details about it. But I just remember God really speaking to me about how it was through the process that He wanted to teach me more about Him and about patience and about attention to detail and doing something to the best of my ability, and how that was honoring to Him. And He saw that, and He loved that, and He loved the time I was investing into this and Him, and also how it wasn't just about achieving something and seeing the end result, but it was about discovering with Him what He wanted to show me in something that was maybe tedious and something that really developed my character. I'd say that seeking God is really the most important thing. And instead of listening to our culture around us, whether it's secular culture or church culture, just being willing to hear God's voice and separate the distractions. That's something that I've been really working towards and learning how to do. It seems a little silly to say that came from developing film, but I think that God uses specific things that He knows interests us, and He knows applies to us to teach Him more about Him.